Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing our emotions and understanding spiritual and heavenly law. Because we're going through like a spiritual war. Because I was thinking, like, how did we get heavenly knowledge down in the first place? Okay, it comes through dreams, all right? Because I've been seeing cloud people all my life. And I feel, because I'm the higher priestess. And into me, I hear my inner voice. And I keep hearing God is coming. I keep hearing God's voice. I am coming. And we're not going to be protected when we're not in discernment, walking in love, walking in truth. We have to idolize God only. It's love and truth. It's like maybe we got confused with like God made the light and the dark in it. So at a certain time of the day, it goes dark, right? We sleep, we wake up, it's light. Maybe at some period of that darkness, a set of people went into fear or something, or the beast came out the cave and changed the whole dynamic. I don't know, man. I feel like we're in a holy war. We've been in it since 1330 BC. I channeled something and I'm trying to finish the last pieces about the body may seem free because we have resources, because we have jobs, we have titles, we have entitlements for some of us, we have privilege. But is the soul free? Is the heart free? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. So why aren't we living more in peace? Why are we more in the darkness? I feel like what keeps us in the darkness is like secrets, envy, possessiveness, jealousy, going against your better judgment, using people, manipulation. You see, when God's head come out, I feel like a lot of people is going to just stay in that darkness for a long time. Could be talking to a Taurus person. When it comes to give and take, we have to go back into equalism, because a coin has two sides. Yes, I get it, but where's the balance, man? Where's the balance? It's about sharing, generosity. It's about return on investments. It's about that give and take, It's like we get knowledge from heaven and we're just disrespecting it. And we built all these different religions, Balance, let me tell you. We need to balance. Life is about, I'm telling you, since a child, there's something been pulling me and I keep seeing cloud people. There's something massive is going to happen. We have to see balance within ourselves. So like Mercury planet is about communication. I believe communication will help you if you tell the truth. Why? Because the planet is powerful than you, my friend. So make wise decisions by trying to balance the emotions, okay? So that we can identify, trying to balance spirituality and material. So we can put in back the priorities that God had a plan for heaven on earth. It comes from us. We have to put the work in. So someone's probably weighing up their options, all right? Because somebody has too many choices. So they maybe went into the choices of privilege, entitlement. So they bring that imbalance, because they want to hold on to something that probably doesn't even belong to them, right? Because they're reckless. The heart has to be as light as a feather for you to take leaps of faith, towards your destiny, towards your desires, But it's not about holding on to people or expectations. Do you know what I mean? So we're looking at balance. Someone's making a choice. So you can co-create with the universe for some of you. But some of you is looking at choices. Maybe somebody was juggling, okay? Because now we're looking at somebody was juggling. They had too many choices. I'm saying, and this is when, because you have too many privileges, entitlement, then maybe that energy starts seeping in. Deception, trickery, because why? I want to stay in a position that is no longer requires self. So now what is in self-deception? False pride. There you go. In false pride, bullying, gloating, plotting, being sneaky beaky beckies or billy bullies. Do you know what I mean? Someone trying to run away with it, you know, because they had too many choices. So the decisions becomes imbalanced. Why? Because the boundaries, entitlements. So now you're looking at someone's thieving. Okay? So someone's got in the mind, okay, of always having that energy of making decisions under deception. You could be thinking of a Virgo person. So someone keeps working their thoughts in deception. Could be an Aquarius person. Confession. All right. Because now we're looking at, there seems to be a friend masquerading as a friend. But it's not a friend. It's a frenemy. They keep looking at maybe people's plans, people's decisions, how they're weighing up their life. Do you understand? So now someone made a decision, but based on deception, trickery. So someone feels like they've been betrayed. Could be an air sign person or the Queen of Wands. A very determined person. She's passionate. She's got self-assurance. She's got the courage to use her intuition. Okay, because a very, very creative woman. Can be a very magnetic woman, very mysterious. But the thoughts maybe of a Queen of Wands, okay, when it comes to balancing, they think it's under deception. That is power. But it's not power. It just brings your own confusion in the end. Why? Because in the end, someone's doing their own mental brutality. Because what you do in the dark comes into the light. Dark comes into the light. And it becomes more clear. So someone has going through a lack of action because of brutality, because of lies, deception. Someone's trying to run away with it because there's no passion. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. No passion, uninspired, no motivation. Why? Because the balance, to bring balance into their life, they thought the decisions of the baseline was deception. Now, when it comes to the quality of work, it's more quantity and no quality because everyone's lazy. Entitlement. So someone needs to move forward. So maybe someone's working on moving forward. Could be a water sign person. But you're looking at home, looking at self-sufficiency to be independent, because relying on people is not going to work. Moving forward into the next realm. All right. There's a massive shift going on. Okay. So someone's living in the past on the old structure because we've been living differently, you know. Many of us are tapped in. You have to be tapped in. You got to work on yourself. So someone lacks working on themselves. Why? Because they can't get past the thoughts of how they feel balance comes into their life, pretending to be a friend, doing tricks, doing dishonesty. Someone so used to doing it, it's become a habit. Do you understand? And now this habit, they can't control it. You understand? So this sounds like a pathetical liar when it comes to the thoughts on someone's mind. And it's quite hard to control. So now at work, it's bringing out that lack of balance. Because now someone's being more open and they got their boundaries. They're looking at someone behind their back, working. And they're understanding that this person is not bringing any passion, maybe to work, all right? Or anything you're working on, people, things, and places, or for independence. That someone's looking behind someone, could be an earth sign person, such a Taurus person, or an upside down Queen of Swords. So that means because the thoughts are always into, all right, to get my way, all right, or for me to have this entitlement, it's always got to be under deception, trickery, betrayal. So that means the mouthpiece when it comes to words, cold-hearted person, very cruel and bitter. Do you understand? This is a very malicious, manipulative person, upside down Queen of Swords. Very unforgiving person. This is why you have to have healthy boundaries, because the thoughts of someone at work that's trying to do in the generational wealth is only into like the fruits of the labor. Just want to show up and say, look at me. I'm walking around in a bed sheet. You know? No. Illuminate your own reliability. You can't rely heavily on other people. This is why someone's doing self-reflection. Maybe someone's single. Maybe a Sagittarius person. Maybe a wounded warrior is looking back at someone at work. You know? They're very... what it is, at work, they might look very fruitful. I'm solo pleasure. I'm self-sufficient. But when you work closely with that person, maybe behind the scenes, someone's seeing, no, they lack focus when it comes to the qualities. And now someone's heartbroken about their decision. Do you understand? Because maybe someone became someone's friend. They thought they were very independent. But no, it's become a burden. It's become a wall you have to put up. Boundaries. Someone's got the strength and the ambition to have healthy boundaries, to become more self-sufficient and solo. I could be talking to single people. Because maybe you're thinking about someone at work or someone you worked with. Okay, you thought was independent and very self-sufficient. No, they're very possessive and greedy. Could be an earth sign person or an Aquarius person, all right? Or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. So now you're looking at when it comes to working or dealing with this person, they're a holder, all right? Because they're in financial, they're looking for financial security to stabilize their environment. So they like to hold on to people, things in places. They're very possessive. Why? Because they feel to bring balance into their life, to have decisions, they focus more on outside opinions, outside validation, to weigh up everything. But the thoughts are continuously into deception. Why? Because when it comes to their earthly goods, they're very possessive, greedy person. They lack self-awareness. You understand? It's that privilege, that entitlement. But what did you do to even have that entitlement? You know, some of these titles are a little bit too given too freely. You got the key to the city. Why? Why? Honestly, people. Nah, man. It's for too many superficial things. So someone is in a very superficial energy. So their thoughts are always under deception. A very trickery person. They like to lie, steal, cheat. They like to slander people. Why? Because they're very possessive. So now we understand maybe a Aquarius person, a higher priestess, or a Pisces person, you know, or a Gemini person, or Libra person. Maybe they're seeing this lack of action because into me, I trust my inner voice because I understand maybe there's a holy war or there's someone masquerading with someone at work looking for that first card, the Six of Pentacles. Because now we have the Six of Pentacles here. So somebody was taking someone's personal private information and using it for deception, trickery. So now someone is handing out a trace of betrayal. So now whoever's used this information, this pack of people, are now looking at a karmic debt. Why? Because it came from thievery. It's energy. So now someone's understanding in their camp, there's too much dishonesty and people trying to get away with it. So you have to listen to your inner voice. Maybe a Libra person is thinking about this heartbreak. Maybe somebody wanting them to suffer in heartbreak. Why? Because if you suffer in heartbreak and give up on your purpose, they get away with it, innit? So someone's failure is someone's blow up, basically. Yeah, someone's blow up, someone's self-independence, that facade. Because every information came from deception. Because they hang around a bunch of people, okay, for possessive reasons, to hold on to people's finances, people, things in places. So we're in the energy of greed for the need, okay? So maybe they always lie about people's sufferization. This is why I don't follow celebrities. I think they're two-faced. I've never been a celebrity person, Ask anyone. I'm not that person. Because they always moan about, oh, we're struggling. We're going through brutality. Please, brutality. You know, we got the echoes, you know. We're trying to find the balance. No. Too much echoes, man. Too much brutality. And then them same people are standing in luxury, in the fruit of labour. Why keep on dishing out that same fear, the darkness, keep reminding us over and over and over again. Do you know what I mean? Like, when they do slave movies as well, why ain't most of that percentage going back to the community? It's their story. No, you got to take people's story that you created already. It's like a player. He plays mind games, innit? It's a player, innit? He's playing mind games, emotional games, resources games. Do you understand? Now, that person will look back and say, rah, look at them. They're mad. They're crazy. You're creating brutality. You're creating arguments now. Why? Because you're lying. You're projecting your own shit. You're doing the mind games. So because someone's fighting back, could be a curious person, now people's in their false pride. When they started the bullying, when they started the brutality. So what I'm trying to get at as well, we need to stop using people's information, stop being dishonest, because we're going for a new transformation. Because someone's trying to do this bully. Someone's bullying, someone's thieving, someone's sneaking, someone's gloating, someone's trying to get away with it. Do you know what I mean? That them days are over, man. You've got to use your intuition. Trust your inner voice, you know. Divine truth, okay, is going to be the foundation. Because why we're going within seeing the wisdom. Okay, because someone has the secrets of spirituality, okay, and the knowledge of life. So we're looking at someone very mysterious. But you've got to trust yourself. Could be an Aquarius person. Because in the air of this Aquarius person, there's deception, trickery. People trying to get away with it. They think they're trying to get away with it. But no, they're only looking at their own thoughts in the end. In the beginning, it felt like they were balanced. Yay, I got it all. I've confused everyone. Do you know what I mean? There's a lack of action. But in the long term, that's what they're facing. That's what they're facing. There you go. Because now someone has a new perspective. Someone faced their fears. Someone's taken control of their darkness. Or people, things in places that light the darkness. Because they get away with it. No, use your intuition. Free yourself. Be more empowered by correcting your flaws. Be free. The truth sets you free. Couldn't be a much more better saying, man. I remember when I was younger and I stole £1 out my mum's pocket. I remember that day like nothing, man. I was living in Hitchcock House, one of the tallest buildings in Stonebridge back in the day. Oh, it was horrible when the lift was out and we got burgled as well. Someone took all my identity, you know. And my jewellery, it was horrible. But I remember that, taking the £1 out my mum's pocket, I couldn't fucking sleep. My conscious mind, it just wouldn't let me sleep. And that never left me. And that's what we called learning lessons of life. If you remember something you wasn't comfortable with, don't do it again. If you're around people, things in place that make you feel uncomfortable, don't do that again. Don't be around them. We're going for a massive shift. We're not born to be looking at brutality every minute, echoes of life, you know. Someone's going for a lack of action because they're not using their inner voice. They're not listening to it. Why? Because it's always under deception. They're always going to hear that dark voice. Go on, hit that person. Look, that person want to do something to you. Go on. You're going to hear that voices all the time. Paranoia. Why? Because your own voice, earth sign person, let me tell you, is always looking for financial opportunities, greed, promotion, investments. I want a new job. No, collective, use your intuition, regardless of the brutality that you're going through or dishonesty or someone's being betrayal. Use your intuition. Someone's going for a new promotion, 8 of Pentacles. Don't sit in confusion, all right? Oh, I just said that. Don't sit in confusion. Look. And it's upside down. Don't sit in confusion. Look, sitting. Everyone's standing up. Sitting. Don't sit in confusion. Use your inner voice. That's what it's there for. Don't ignore it. You know, always tell the truth so you can trust your intuition, because someone's doing self-sabotaging. Don't enjoy them. Don't enable them, because they're self-sabotaging you. Why? Because their life ain't fucking going nowhere. Their mind is always under deception. This is why you have to use your intuition. Somebody could be lying about a tarot reader, but still be careful about tarot readers, man. But there's a tarot reader, or you could be listening to a tarot reader about this confusion, this brutality, these echoes, and why there's a lack of action within your plans, within your energy of trying to create information, clarity, breakthroughs. Use your intuition. Because someone used their intuition and they realize someone's very possessive when it comes to finance and stability. That's their way of balance. So you're now choosing happiness. Maybe an air sign person, because they have that awareness, the clarity that someone's obviously probably depressed. This is why they're in that passion of no passion, because now someone's heartbroken. Could be a Libra person, all right, or maybe a Sagittarius person, or a King of Swords upside down. You know, you see, energy, we're all connected. So it's like with myself, I'm connected to a masculine or fire sign person. Every people, things, and places, because I'm the divine feminine. When it comes to a King of Swords working with an earth sign person, remember, we're connected. I'm going to pick up everyone's deception, whether they like it or not. Morning. All right, welcome to my channel, The Truth. Raw, real answers within you. Trust your intuition, collective. Look for the divine truth. But these people don't believe in God, you see. So an earth sign person probably working with a Libra person, Gemini person, Aquarius person. Maybe they're looking back now at this lack of passion. No motivation. Why? Because their information and their plans came from plotting and gloating and acting like they were entitled. So the thoughts are always under deception when it comes to working. So now we're looking at the wounded warrior. Someone's got to stand up for themselves, you know. All right, you've got to be persistent. Okay, maybe you're dealing with an upside down emperor, a very cold person in echoes. Maybe they're upset. Take it as it resonates. Because maybe you're dealing with an upside down Queen of Swords, a cold-hearted, bitter Betty. Maybe a single woman. Maybe she's been divorced. She's got her barriers up against the emperor. Why? Left there fucking single, the twat. Oh yeah, wounded, looking at work situations, broken-hearted now. Why? Because these people think, oh, I'm the emperor. Everybody wants to be a king, I guess. But how does a king rule? What, through brutality? Oh, well, think again. That's some short-term success, I guess. That's what you lot like. Struggle, love. In people, things, in places. So now you probably got an angry Libra person or Sagittarius person dealing with at work, maybe. You know, maybe he's got a wife at home, left single. Take it as it resonates. Or maybe a manipulative, unforgiving person that you're dealing with, you know. So now you're looking at a situation where someone's gone overindulgence. When it comes to maybe being a bachelor, King of Wands, you know. Maybe he's looking at someone that's single, an earth sign person, or maybe a water sign person, overindulgent women, gossiping, like to isolate people. Why? Oh, masculine as a friend. I see balance as deception. That's balance to me, you know. Maybe this is a leader. Maybe this is meant to be a bold leader with courage, inspiration. No, he's not taking no one to the fucking light, babe. He's taking this third-party person, this earth sign person. Let's overindulge, little gossiping little bitch. Do you know what I mean? She needs to be isolated. This is a sociopath. This is a psychopath. Do you know what I mean? Needs to be alone. Why? Scandal baggy. There you go. Scandalous when it comes to balancing, you know. Someone's very possessive. So now maybe someone's looking at singleness. There you go. Upside down bloody emperor and empress. Too much dependence. Kings and queens, is it? Now suddenly people are writing, oh, I'm an empress. No, Genevieve, no, you're fucking not. You got that from me, little hoe. Oh, I saw that report, my babe. All right. Someone could be dealing with a Taurus person or a Libra person at work, or married to a karmic person. Very possessive, greedy, stingy. Oh, yeah. And when it comes to the thoughts of that person, when it comes to the energy of balance, what they feel balance is to make their choices, because maybe someone had the choice of two, it's always under deception. So now you have the upside down Emperor and Empress. So this is why you've got to use your intuition. Someone is not the divine truth. Someone's stealing divine wisdom, secrets. Someone sees maybe a Aquarius person as a mystery. So you've got to trust yourself. Why? Because somebody's with a Taurus person, someone very dependent, a King of fucking Wands. Maybe Adiwali, a King of Abadi. Looking at his smothering whore. An empty, bitter person, selfish with creative blocks. And he says she's worth fighting for. 7 years later, when was that posted? Not 2019. All it was about overindulgence, gossiping, scandals. 7 years of big people acting like their motherfucking leaders. So now we're looking at maybe someone is maybe single. He's looking at maybe a Taurus person with creative blocks on the mind. He's thinking about a tarot reader or an Aquarius person that understands in the air there was deception. Now there is indecisions about relationships. Someone's choosing happiness, a Gemini or a Libra person. Why? Because someone is just, you know, when it comes to achievements, unachievable. Expectations, impulsive, procrastinations, conflict. When it comes to maybe an artist, politics, maybe there's this politics now, you know. You could be a performer, or you could be looking at an influencer, you know, inspirational speaker that goes around breaking people's hearts, you know, because they're farts. But when it comes to the originality, they have no passion to create originalities. Why? Because the mind is always under deception. Trickery, dickery, doc. I need to climb on a masculine's clock to clock in every day for work. So now maybe someone's got the mind and the back thinking, uh-oh, I need to separate from someone to choose happiness. Because there's too much brutality, echoes, lack of action. Why? Too much fucking arguments, dishonesty. So now someone's moving forward. Why? Bad news, man. Someone's getting bad news. Why? Oh, jealousy. There you go. Can't do that jealousy thing, man. When people are jealous and under vanity, you need to be by yourself. Be by yourself, man. Because you're just going to bring pure disappointments. Why? Vanity. That's all you'll be working for, is to keep up someone's vanity. And they can't even dress properly. Imagine that. So someone's having a reality check because of their poor choices. Someone's at disarray with their emotions. We're looking at distractions, confusions. Someone has a lack of purpose. Maybe they can't find no dreams, you know. So they go around looking for people to bring brutality, deception, trickeries, you know, betrayal. Someone's acting like a friend, keep looking back at this brutality, arguments, dishonesty. But at work, when it comes to the passion, it lacks. Maybe from an earth sign person or a Sagittarius person looking at the situation. Or an Aries person. So now we're looking at the luxury when it comes to self-sufficiency. Everybody wants to be independent, but they're not self-sufficient. So now we're looking at the intuition. Someone used their intuition and someone's bringing in a new proposal, new relationships, babies, creativity. Someone has a new feeling because they understand they're acting like they're single, but they're not. They're with someone, gossiping, plotting for isolations, breakups, loneliness, trying to like balance out maybe a scandal because someone can't handle what they started now. Because someone was looking at someone was self-sacrificing someone, but in the end they only self-sacrificed themselves. Because now someone's letting go. They seek the wisdom within oneself, you know. There seems to be regrets about bad choices, about choosing happiness, acceptance. It's all about self-awareness to get that clarity, to get that breakthrough in yourself. Because now someone's overwhelmed because of lack of confidence maybe. Because somebody wants to give up, retreat from a confrontation. We look at every ending has a new beginning. When it comes to transformations, people thought balancing It was based on deception, trickeries, you know. So now the thoughts and the mind is always under that situation. So now someone's looking at change or rebirth, all right? But it's time to move on, because someone's doing self-sacrifice and surrender. Look for a new perspective, because what's hidden is someone's panicking, because someone's doing some fast changing, because they were reckless. And then now they're unprepared. Why? Because they took advantage. They took advantage. And someone's looking back at these people that took advantage. All they wanted was endings for their own new beginnings, but from the energy of brutality, deception. So now this person, maybe you're online, they're looking at your fulfillment, your harmony, how you complete your success. You can't just go around saying I'm balanced, but you're lying, creating deception. So you got an upside down emperor and empress, you know. Maybe someone's looking at a karmic couple. Because now you're looking at traveling forward. Because someone created shattered dreams, broken homes with soul family. They haven't got upside down 10 of cups. This is why you've got upside down emperor and empress. There tends to be a dispute. Someone's in a lack of self-awareness. Someone's self-loathing. Someone's in denial. Upside down queen of cups. Very insecure person. Dependent on addictions. Smothering. Needy, weedy person. Maybe on the Leo person. But you're looking at, you got to have your own happiness, man. Can't depend on people for your happiness. Go within. Trust your inner voice. Wrap yourself in spirituality. And you're protected from outside forces. Follow the light within yourself. And don't be afraid to see the dark, to clean out your shadow self, you know. Because someone's emotional baggage, man. Maybe a Leo person. With his unresolved fucking issues. Can't move on from his builder whore. So now someone's stuck in the past. Why? Because they created dishonesty. And now they're in their own roundabout when it comes to unfairness. Someone doesn't want to be accountable. Why? The thoughts, maybe a Libra person is always under corruption, very biased. Now they're looking at legal problems with the devil, Capricorn. Because they're very possessive, greedy, you know. Obsession, lies. Always under the energy of the devil. Because they always depend on people. So now they got the energy of envy. A very sexual person. So now you're looking at a situation where God's two of cups has become imbalanced. Why? Bad communication. People feel like love intimidates them, but the fucking devil doesn't though. But they can give their whole life to the devil. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person to create opportunities, prosperity, promotions. So it's all right to promote the devil's energy, but love intimidates. Oh yeah, because it's based on fucking money, deception, trickery, dickery, docs, you know, for new jobs, new income. So now someone's going for a new income, maybe an Aquarius person. Opening doors, you're bringing in hope. Somebody feels that you inspire them, maybe an earth sign person. Maybe they want to give you back your credits, maybe. You know, but you're not running down no one. Why? Because what's above is below, my love. Looking at healing, clarity, because you understand someone is very extreme when it comes to conflicts, creating imbalance, echoes, because they have a lack of harmony within their own mind. Why? Because of their recklessness of behavior. You could be looking at a Virgo person or a young-minded person in an old body that's very immature, lacks commitment. Now we see red flags of greed, lazy, troublemaker, a very foolish person that's going to be getting bad news. Why? Too much information. The truth is going to be revealed. And now someone's under anxiety. Move on, man. Burden, struggles, move forward. Someone faced that change. Never mind. Doesn't mean that you should. Follow your intuition. Trust yourself. You know? So now we're looking at the wounded warrior, but someone has the ambition to bring up healthy boundaries. Okay? Take that rod. Look at your own inner messages to give you that strength and that ambition to walk forward into self-mastery. Someone is looking for generational wealth, and that was the hidden feeling, okay, at work with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Somebody's thoughts is always under the energy of deception. Okay, it could be an Aquarius person you're dealing with. Okay, or we call it involved or curious person. If someone had a choice of two. So now we're looking at tricks, betrayal, you know. Somebody was stealing work material to create balance. That was their decision. Hey, to create balance. I told you. And their happiness. That's what they happen. Some people's happiness is just different. But how do you sleep at night? My conscience can't do it, you know. I couldn't do it. I remember stealing that pound. I'm telling you, I couldn't do it, man. NASA. Psychology. Hitchcock House. Someone learned about psychology. Psycho. Someone's a psycho, man. Absolute psycho. Sociopath. Maybe an earth sign person, but someone's looking at balancing, juggling. Maybe had a decision of two, but we're looking at the inner voice of the divine feminine, very balanced, even though they had to face and looking back at this brutality, these echoes, you know, because now we're looking at when someone's stealing someone's information that's downloaded by God. Now you're looking at a mental abuse, you know. So now someone wanted someone to have a lack of action due to this dishonesty. So now someone's got arguments now at work about how they balance, how they juggle someone's resources through deception. Because now we're looking at a lawsuit, maybe with a Libra person. Because there seems to be arguments about the truth, the blunt truth. So because someone's choosing happiness because they've seen the truth, they follow the inner voice. They trust the intuition. Because when you trust yourself, you trust the divine truth, the wisdom within yourself. There's more to be revealed about this mystery. So you have to trust your inner voice. Because someone in the air of deception, because now there seems to be arguments about justice, brutality, blunt truths, weighing of the heart. How heavy is your heart? Is it heavy as a stone or as light as a feather? Because now there seems to be no passion because it's too heavy, uninspired when it comes to work. Maybe with an earth sign person or a Libra person. So you have to go within yourself. Because there's no motivation. You have to do that self-motivation. Because there's no motivation in this group of people. So now someone lacks that focus to bring out that quality. Because the work is lazy. Why? Because the mind is busy trying to balance deception, tricks, betrayals, dishonesty. I don't know how these people expect good quality of work when your mind is already cluttered somewhere else. On a Wheel of Fortune, on destiny swapping, karmic cycles. So someone's going through a Wheel of Fortune, you've got to wheel yourself in, but someone doesn't have that passion to do so. Why? Because the mind is always under deception. So it's hard to bring in that Wheel of Fortune, that generational wealth. And now someone's heartbroken and suffering. Someone doesn't want to be alone, you know. Because now we're looking at the intuition. Let me tell you, someone doesn't have that passion. They don't have it. Because it needs emotion. There's no emotion in that lotion, in that thoughts to bring in the emotions, to be balanced, to recognize the intuition. No. Heartbreak. It's heartbreak. Maybe someone's looking at the cup of life. Maybe someone's learning about someone's intuition at work. And they realize there's no passion, man. Use your intuition. Very uninspired people. When you really look at it, when it comes to the quality, somebody was more focused on the quantity. But the quantity came at deception. The force is continuously on deception. Could be a Taurus person or Virgo person, Capricorn person. Take it as it resonates. You know? So now you've got to trust your intuition. Someone's got love on their sleeves. Someone's walking with love on their sleeves. So somebody's probably learning that they got boundary issues. They need to turn their back on the situation and focus on their own sparkling ideas. Maybe someone was resistant, but someone's resilient. Because someone understands, maybe they've been a bit controlling. The Emperor does not control. He guides from his like sparkling ideas from the intuition. Because somebody's looking maybe and learning, being studious about a new love or an inspirational speaker that's single. But somebody probably looked at a single person But it was mostly about overindulgence, gossiping. Why? Because they're trying to balance the mind. It's always about deception. That's how they see balance, isn't it? Deception. Deception. Balance a tarot reader with it. Regrets, man. Someone regrets, man. Someone regrets. Someone missed an opportunity with someone very self-sufficient. Now someone's upset. Why? Because they ended it. They ended it for an overindulgence person that acts like they're single, but they're fucking not. They're always into gossiping with a bunch of women, maybe a bunch of people. Now someone is going to be in isolation. Because someone's looking at a breakup. Maybe with an earth sign person. Take it as it fucking resonates. Because someone's walking away from people, things, and places too possessive. Maybe a Taurus person or a Capricorn person. All right, looking at the greed of the need of someone's always on their knees, sucking for honeybees. So now you're looking at stingy, always stinging. And the stings that you get when you lay down with the devil and you wake up in hell is you're only looking at deception. Because someone is parading as someone's friend. Maybe they're getting an insight from a tarot reader or someone's looking at higher priestess. How they balancing out this deception. Because they understand in the end, we don't care how long it takes, it's always going to end up in a lawsuit anyway. So now someone's looking at the inside of someone's action, someone's energy, or how they walk away from people, things, and places. But when it comes to greed, stinginess, holding on to people, man, no. If you want a lover like that, go and find yourself a dog, bro. You understand? I don't know. So now you're looking at choosing happiness. Someone's choosing happiness. Maybe someone's looking at higher priestess, an Aries person. Maybe one looking back, waiting for their ships to come in. Waiting for their ships to come in while they're lying about balancing. I don't understand what your lot's thoughts are, right, man? There you go. So now someone's choosing happiness. Someone's blocking justice. Hey, or someone's blocking maybe a Taurus or Gemini, Libra person, choosing happiness. Maybe they're blocking because they have this awareness that someone held back. Why? Because they're thinking, balancing with an upside down Empress that's very dependent on other people, smothering, and trying to balance with a psychic person. They think they're going to get away with it. How fucking dumb is that? People don't have no fucking common sense. If you're not intuitive, you're not psychic, you're blocked, how the hell can you outsmart a tarot reader or a psychic person or intuitive person? Well, you're doing deception, trickery, dickery. These people are mad hatters. So now you're looking at maybe a Taurus person, holding on to people, things, and places, very possessive. Because now you're looking at greed, holding on. Now there's going to be a legal matter. Maybe with a Libra person or a Taurus person. Because now we're looking at a situation where someone's heartbroken, maybe a Leo person or a King of Pentacles. Heartbroken. Why? No goddamn passion at work. Uninspired, man. No motivation. No motivation. None. Because someone is blocked when it comes to creative ideas, creative blocks, man. They're selfish. Selfish people. So this King of Wands is looking at the situation. Maybe he's a bold leader. Maybe he's looking at his stability when it comes to balance. With his third-party tramp. So now he probably got a letter about a third-party person, overindulgence, and now he missed the opportunity with a single person that's focused on their own luxury fruits of life. They don't lean on other people, very self-sufficient, gone solo pleasure. Why? Because someone went for maybe a friend, and that friend is overindulgence, earth sign person, or a Pisces person. Because now we're looking at taming the beast. All right? Because someone's choosing happiness. Because somebody was working with an earth sign person, very overindulgent, gossipy person at work. Now you're looking at isolation, breakups. Somebody created a scandal with a team of people because they wanted that luxury fruit of labor, that, you know, that facade to act like they were very self-sufficient. They bring in rewards, financial gain, you know. They acted like they were solo pleasure, but nah, they've been working. Oh, yeah, very hard on breakups, keeping people lonely out of groups and that because they feel very entitled. So when information comes in and it's not done by them, because this person in this group with this King of Wands, no matter what comes in, when it comes to plan, when it comes to inspiration, Genevieve Nigel thinks she's fucking entitled. Why? Because this fucking buffoon gave it all, didn't he? Let me move forward, man. I ain't got time for these people. So now maybe you're in the same thing with someone, you know. Maybe you choose happiness now. You could be a water sign person. Maybe you understand that maybe you're in a group or someone at work is more overindulgent. So at some point, they're going to go bankrupt or something. Because why? The thoughts are too much under gossip, isolating people, you know, making people feel alone because they're looking for destiny swapping or wheel of fortune. So to keep people out of a group, for them to keep this solo pleasure, to be overindulgent, they bring in maybe deception, trickeries within this team of people to stay as a friend masquerading. So someone's acting like a friend and they're not. Because someone got a message, maybe King of Wands, you're looking at Earth sign person. Maybe they're planting their foundation all over again for self-sufficiency. Maybe this person could be single, or this Taurus person could be single, but they don't want to be single. Why? Because they need this King of Wands to plant their foundation. So they went and maybe phoned that masculine, maybe sent an email to that masculine saying, don't walk away, all right, because I need balance at work. But it came under balance of deception. Someone's looking at someone's inheritance, someone's wheel of fortune. Because now we have to trust our inner voice, your intuition, and seek the divine truth within you. You have the wisdom, you have the capabilities, okay, to go within yourself and see this mystery. Someone's choosing happiness, okay. You could be a Taurus person or Libra person because you understand a Leo person probably blocked you because he was an indecision. So you went for a separation maybe. So now you're looking at disharmony. Because now you're looking at a situation where somebody was in deception, maybe a King of Cups and a King of Wands. And now it's a burden for a Taurus or Sagittarius person when it comes to indecision, separations, conflicts. Because someone's heartbroken, maybe a Leo person, because he went with a jealous, disappointment, vanity, whore, because that's probably what he is. So now we're looking at someone blocked, a healer, Aquarius person. Someone has a conflict with Aquarius person when it comes to healing maybe, or this King of Cups is looking, well, the King of Cups, well, the King of Cups, yeah, these two are banging one woman, all right, or this could be one man in one, but this man had two choices. A woman was balancing two men, three men at once, all right. Now, while he's blocking his divine feminine, this one's looking at his divine feminine, hoping, keep that blocked, I want to go to your divine feminine. He's a fucking idiot. Now, he's focused on an upside-down Taurus. Someone that's very dependent on other people, very smothering, very empty. It's a shell. Do you understand? So now you're looking at a situation with a Leo person, a Taurus person, a water sign person, a Knight of Cups. These people, keep it real, you lot are freckless, moody, in a fantasy with a Taurus person when it comes to investments, behind the Aquarius person. You look bringing disharmony. Now you're in your own regret for your bad fucking choices. Now you're looking at an investment with a Taurus person, a Leo person, or a Cancer person. They're looking at disappointments. Why? Vanity whores, man. So now someone's looking at someone single. Oh yeah. Someone use their intuition. Someone's looking at new love, new relationship, new baby, new everything. And somebody wanted that to be an end. Never mind, you ended your own foolery. Why? Because they don't have no common sense on their pathway. So now someone's very overwhelmed. Why? Because there's an ending. Very overwhelmed because somebody was ending. Why? No self-love. No self-love. So now, maybe when an Aquarius person is turning her back because there was an indecision, so they're healing themselves. Okay, because behind the back of a Aquarius person, you're looking at maybe a Knight of Cups upside down and a Leo person. They're looking at maybe a Taurus person when it comes to investments into disappointment and vanity. That's all they did. Overindulgence, gossiping. Now you're looking at breakups. Why? Reliability. Somebody probably wants to end being reliable. Okay, but there's no reliability here, man. This is why air sign person is just being blunt and changing her own life. So I'm not putting up with this madness because you lot are promiscuous. So maybe someone wants to come forward, the blunt truth, this is speed and movements. Okay, maybe to a higher priestess because now you've seen the wounded warrior. Maybe a King of Wands is looking at wish fulfillment about a treasure that he could have planted. It was a gift, but he gave a gift to an earth sign person. And that's the truth. So then we're looking at manipulation from the devil. Do you understand? Now he's probably thinking why he got backstabbed when it comes to like fame for Wheel of Fortune. So now someone's looking at decisions with a loving person. They try to advise this person, but it's a burden maybe to a King of Pentacles. Maybe he's heartbroken about his investments. He could be an air sign person. Looking at entrapment and an air sign person floating away to happiness, away from a Leo person. Why? Because he held on to a Taurus person. So now we're looking at a situation where someone's looking at maybe an emperor when it comes to love, feels unloved. Why? Didn't take a leap of faith. So someone's gone within, seen the truth of this pathway. Someone's watching a soul have the human experience. And because of their perspective, they're in their own fight with a Leo person when it comes to stalking, when it comes to going to people's community and creating heartbreak, stress, anxieties, so they can complete their own world. Do you understand? But someone keeps looking back at 10 o'clock when it comes to God's 2 o'clock. When it comes to soulmates, there seems to be a tower moment. Why? Because the Empress is self-sufficient on her own balance. And the Queen of Wands is looking back at that investment with the King of Swords when it comes to love, immature people, looking at confusions. There you go. Lying, deception. Just lies, man. All lies. Lies, deception. There you go. Lies and deception with his secret whore. Giving my fucking ideas to Genevieve Nadia. There you go. Secretly. I am the Queen of Swords. And there you go. Behind me, nothing but lying, deception, trickeries, betrayal, thieving, dishonesty, and trying to fucking get away with it. Why? Because I gave a masculine, a fire sign person, a Leo person, loads of ideas and plans that was downloaded for the last 5 years. Even emailed the little fucker this morning. Did he email me back? No, because that's Genevieve's little pussy boy. When he heals over Genevieve Nadia, don't entice that man to come over here. Keep your same energy. Remember, I need you for your services. No. Genevieve Nadia needs you for your services. She does. So you can act like you was single, but you wasn't. You're lying. You're lying. You've been with her for years. You are lying. Emperors don't lie, my friend. All because I said I saw you in dreams every fucking day. God told me you're the emperor. And you got big-headed thinking, oh, let me keep Verena in the dark and balance with Genevieve Nadia because I'm already in that pussy paying for it. Not on my fucking terms, my friend. Maybe on Genevieve's terms, not on mine. So don't project your foolishness over here because she used you. I'm not having it. How many more dreams must I see of you before you come forward or even say to someone, you know what, I'm done with the lying, man. Oh, what, do you want to stop it when I'm in a mental institution? Because now you and Genevieve's got, what, a big book. Because I heard in my dream it's going to be the best read book to mankind. Now suddenly it's been nothing but fucking brutality. Ever since. So you can protect Genevieve Nadia all you fucking like, Adiwali Kimabadi, by not saying anything. I don't give a shit because God sees everything. And I believe in God. No matter what you lot see and do in front of me, I don't care. I believe in God. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. I love you guys. Bye.